right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and today, guys, we're going to go ahead and do our Champions League reaction stream. Of course, the link is out there in the community tab, so if you're new around here, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe, of course. And yeah, like I said, guys, the link is out there in the community tab, so feel free to join. Remember, guys, we have a maximum of 6, though, so, we already have 3 people here, so if there's 3 more spots available.
4, actually. Vic is also on here.
Yeah, no, 3 more spots. Actually, 4, actually. Include myself.
No, Vic is
here.
here.
Include myself. I'm stupid.
Yeah, because we are 4
I have to
in
include
here.
myself. No, I forgot 6 people on the panel. I forgot.
We get it.
Right.
Okay, anyways, there's 2 more. There's 2 spots open. So, like I said, guys, like and subscribe. We're getting closer to 2K subscribers, guys. Let's try to get there. Hopefully by the end of this month, maybe, or by the end of this year, at least. And yeah, like I said, guys, remember, guys, like and subscribe. And yeah, like I said, there's only one place to start. We're going to start with the biggest game of this week, which isn't Liverpool PSG, even though that's a lot of people believe it is. It is this game, actually, in my opinion. It is Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 1. And let me get my thoughts first, and I'll get to you guys. I think for this game, what this shows is that Real Madrid, you can never write them off. Because Real Madrid, they have not been good recently. They have been underwhelming for their standards. And it also shows that this team is more than just Mbappe, Vini, and Bellingham, even though Bellingham didn't play on the day. There's Brahim Diaz. There's Rodrigo as well. There's Valverde. And guys, in my opinion, these 3 players are criminally underrated for Real Madrid, especially Valverde and Rodrigo. In my opinion, Valverde is a beast. That guy is an amazing player. I think he's one of the best players in the world. I know it's crazy to say because he's not an attacker. He's not a striker. But he just does the job so well. Like he can play at any position. You could put him as a defender. You could put him as a center mid. You could even put him as a striker, as a false nine, and he could probably still do the job. He's such a versatile player, and he's amazing, amazing player. And for Atletico Madrid, I actually thought they played well in this game. It was kind of interesting because this was a game in which Atletico Madrid had more possession, which is very uncharacteristic for Atletico Madrid because, traditionally, guys, Atletico Madrid's been a team that's been known for just being defensive and everything like that. I feel like nowadays, Atletico Madrid, I would say probably since 2020, have kind of moved to a more attack-based team. They're not as defensive as they traditionally are. And, Alvarez scored a beautiful goal. I mean, all of the goals in this game were fantastic. Rodrigo was amazing. Alvarez was quality. Brahim Diaz was quality. And for Atletico Madrid, I think they should be happy with the 2-1 defeat. That being said, though, they almost lost the game 3-1. And we're going to talk about that chance because Mbappe, I don't know what he did there in particular. That was crazy. Okay, well, we'll get you guys. For Atletico Madrid, I think the only thing they'll be a bit disappointed is maybe they could have defended both goals better because I think the defending for both goals was very poor from their standards because, Atletico Madrid traditionally are very good defensively. So, I mean, I think for Real Madrid, they are the favorites going into the second leg. The second leg is going to be the one in Metropolitano, and Jude's going to be back from suspension. And remember, guys, Atletico Madrid, they're going to give it everything, though. But remember, guys, Atletico Madrid did a comeback against Inter, and I know Doodle doesn't want to speak about that much. So, who knows? Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano is a fortress. And as I said before, guys, Atletico Madrid have not lost at home in the Champions League knockout stage. They are yet to lose at home game in the Champions League knockout stage. So, I'm going to change things up a bit. I'm going to give it to Vic first since, he is my Barca guy. So I'm sure he's going to have some stuff. So Vic, man, give your thoughts as a neutral for this game.
How you guys doing? Hello, chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's see. I want to start off with Atleti, then I'll go to Madrid. The victors. I actually predicted 2-1, but I predicted for Atleti to win. I predicted a Rodrigo goal, Alvarez goal, and a Griezmann goal. But unfortunately, I got more or less the numbers right, but unfortunately, it was the other team. This game was pure individual brilliance from both sides. Wasn't any Real Madrid are struggling as a team in general. They're not be able to progress the ball effectively. Just look at the goal and how it was scored. Brahim Diaz had to literally turn into Prime Messi for like a second there, get past like 3 guys and beautiful finish. Rodrigo goal as well, beautiful. Alvarez goal might be goal of the season, if anything, because you gotta go back and see that angle. overall, this is not enough for Real Madrid. There's a reason Real Madrid were frustrated not being able to kill off the game with that 3-1 because they well know what's coming to them in the second leg. It's probably one of the most difficult things to deal with in Champions League nights. Um, let's see, Vinicius terrible game. Yeah, this guy ever since his fall off from the Ballon d'Or thing, he's been awful. Mbappe, he shows up against the mid-table, lower-table La Liga teams, but if you have a big name and a big badge, and Mbappe turns back to the mediocre player he has been this season. Brahim Diaz, criminally underrated. Man of the match for me is Valverde, and best player on the pitch. Um, oh, who else? If anyone stood out, I'd say well, Rodrigo de Paul had a fantastic game. I think Cholo Simeone was a bit cowardly to make the substitutions because so early. Like he made around the 70th minute, started taking off his best creators, replacing it with center backs and Conor Gallagher to reduce the damage. You know, he was kind of arrogant because it's like you're about to lose the game and you want to minimize the damage because you expect that you're good enough to beat Real Madrid in the second leg at the other stadium. Um, but I respect the confidence that he has in his team. I think they are gonna knock out Real Madrid. This Real Madrid team is poor, 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 like really bad. And today was just Brahim Diaz and Rodrigo just being serious football players. They are players like Vinicius who are quite arrogant, Mbappe arrogant. They feel like they don't have to work for the badge. They feel like they're better than anyone and everyone. So there's a sense of laziness to them. Today, Rodrigo is a hard worker and Brian Diaz is a hard worker, but what's better than a hard worker is a talented hard worker. So for me, that's what I see in those two: Valverde, talented and hardworking. There are those three components of Real Madrid that are key that always show up in Champions League nights. You just gotta look at it. And these humble players are the ones carrying Madrid. But good game for Madrid, good win. I will see what happens in the second leg. Cholo Simeone, his man Griezmann has to step up. Alvarez needs to, even Alvarez scored a beautiful goal. He needs to do more with creating wise. I want Sorloth to start more like that big striker, the guy that destroys Barca every time he's on the pitch. Like Alvarez is good, he's amazing, but Already needs a big guy up front to craft the ball to win the aerial duels because Real Madrid struggle against tall strikers. But Cholo, he knows what he's doing with his men. Maybe he prefers the big guy when everyone is tired. Um, we'll see what happens. But good game overall, entertaining. A lot of individual goals. Best goal was, I will be honest, the Brahim Diaz goal was the best goal in the entire match, and that's all I gotta say.
All right, man. So thank you for that, Vic. And yeah, you actually make a good point. I actually forgot to mention this. Mbappe and Vinny surprisingly weren't good. That's kind of shocking because we were kind of hyped these players up, especially these are the two big names, but they didn't deliver, which is a bit uncharacteristic. But well, let's see though. Maybe they might turn for the second leg, so I'm not going to be overly critical. But let's just say they have to turn for the second leg because if they don't, it could get really tricky for Real Madrid and for Atletico Madrid, man. And I actually want to echo a comment to Vic's point. And Vic, I understand what you mean, and that's kind of was a bit disappointing at Atletico Madrid because the goal that Real Madrid scored in the second half, it was against the run of play. And Atletico Madrid, it felt like, okay, you know what? We'll just shut up shot. We'll just be conservative. We'll just see go lose 2-1. See, it's kind of conflicting both ways because at one hand I was like, okay, you know what? That's fair enough. Because if you go more offensive, you may concede more. But at the same time, though, this Real Madrid team isn't as good as previous teams. Like I feel like there's something missing in this team. Like I don't think there's as balanced, as controlled. And for me, the double pivot Camavinga Tchouaméni, I didn't think was as effective as So it's a bit of a tough one, but at least they didn't lose by a bigger margin. See, like Vic, if they lost 3-1, Vic, oh yeah, then we'd have to crucify Simeone because then it would have been really bad. So thankfully for them, they didn't lose 3-1. But yeah, for Atletico Madrid, man, I was just a bit disappointed with their second half approach because I feel like they lost. They were just kind of just settling for this loss and just kind of just hoping we can just turn for a second leg. So, but anyways, let me give it to Sebastian, man. Sebastian, man, what's your thoughts on this game?
I mean, I think this was a quite good game. I think Atletico Madrid, they probably did what they should have done, or what they did. They play defensive, which obviously is Simeone's tactics when he goes away to Real Madrid. And then, I think Atletico Madrid, I know they lost, but I think they should be happy with this. Obviously, they could have lost with much worse. And I think Atletico Madrid, if you would ask Simeone right now, if you ask Simeone before the game what he would think about losing 2-1, I think he would definitely take it. I mean, nobody likes to lose football games. But I think losing away against Madrid, against this Real Madrid super team, I think that was a pretty good goal by Alvarez, in my opinion. Probably the best signing of this season, outside of Joao Neves. But I think Real Madrid. I didn't think Real Madrid played that amazing, but at the same time, it's the Champions League. We know what this team can do.
Like this team is Real Madrid's a moments team. Like if you want a team that's moments, Real Madrid is it for you. Like,
I think because I said it to my friend as well, because we were talking about this, that if Rodrigo isn't firing in the knockouts, Real Madrid ain't winning the Champions League. Because I think Rodrigo, in terms of knockouts, I think he's more important than Mbappe and Vini. Because don't forget, Rodrigo, when he plays, like, he usually scores those important knockout games or knockout goals that Mbappe or Vini hasn't done that in a while.
Okay, I don't want to be that harsh on Vinny because bro, Vinny in the last couple of seasons has been good in the Champions League knockouts, bro. Like the guy's like he's got like goal or assist like.
I mean, in terms of goals, like scoring important goals, like when they need it.
So you're saying are you saying okay? Maybe Rodrigo is maybe more clutch. You can maybe say I can maybe agree with that extent, but to say he's been better is a bit harsh. Now as far as Mbappe, Mbappe we know hasn't really been that.
I mean, in my opinion, this game, I think the two best players for Madrid was Valverde and Rodrigo for me.
Yeah, Valverde, bro. Valverde is so underrated, bro. That guy is so underrated, bro. Like,
can you play him at center back and he's still that good? Because
bro,
I don't know.
You can probably play him in any position.
He's one of the best versatile player in the world. Probably the best one. Because I can't think of many. But yeah. I think Real Madrid, I don't know if they should be happy with the victory, but should they be happy with the way this game went and they only won by 1 goal? Probably not.
The Wanda's a tough place, bro.
Because now they're going away to Atletico Madrid, and we know if Atletico Madrid gets an early goal, then it's going to be very, very interesting.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Look at change their stadium. They changed their stadium. It's like Riyadh Metropolitano, I think.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I think Real Madrid is going to go kind of defensive in the second leg. Because, Atletico Madrid needs to go forward. And, But, fair play to Madrid for winning. It's probably going to be Real Madrid against a certain team that scored so many goals. But I'm excited for the second leg, though.
We'll We'll get to that, man. We'll get to that, man.
I reckon Atletico Madrid could mean, and I think Sarlos, in my opinion, needs to start the next game.
So the thing is, Suarez is just a super sub. Like Simeone's never going to start him. But why does Simeone not start Lando Moore? Like Lando Moore should start. Like I don't understand why Lando Moore doesn't start. Because I'm sorry, Longley is mediocre. That guy is bad. I'm sorry, that guy's horrible. I don't rate him. So, anyways, let's give it to Doodle Man. I know Doodle's been waiting. So, Doodle Man, give us your thoughts of this Madrid derby.
I mean, it pretty much went how I anticipated it would go. Not really much. So I think that, but here's my thing though. I think this. I just think that Atletico Madrid for these kind of Champions League nights are just not built for it like Real Madrid are. And I think that's pretty much what defines this game. I think that it was an interesting game. I do think that obviously that Vini and Mbappe moment, that's probably Madrid are definitely going to regret that. Mbappe should definitely be passing better there. How do you not do that? It's probably 3-1 and probably tie would probably be done. So Atleti escape. Now they still have the chance. Here's the thing though. Atletico Madrid in the second leg need to take the lead as early as possible, because if Real Madrid take the lead, let's say in the second leg, I don't know if Atleti can come back, because it will be way too tough, I think, because Madrid for me, Real Madrid for me are just gonna be like, they're probably just gonna, they might play like Atleti do usually in the second leg. That's the funny thing. That's the ironic thing. And Atleti would actually have to play like Real Madrid in the second leg against Madrid to actually like advance. So that's the funny thing. But I don't know. Overall, though, I mean, the goals are pretty good. I personally actually rate Rodrigo higher than Vini and Mbappe. Might be a hot take, but actually, as a player, I prefer Rodrigo over both of them. I'm not saying he's better than them. I just prefer them as a player. Just prefer him over both of them. Rodrigo's a baller, and I think overall, I mean, not really much. Kind of disappointed by Griezmann's performance, though. I can't lie.
He was.
Griezmann was pretty poor. That's the thing. Yeah. But here's my thing with Real Madrid, though, that I think their issue is. Real Madrid, in my opinion, lack a focal point, like a big number 9, a tall, strong, physical number 9, because they had so many crosses during the game that went nowhere, because you have two tall strikers and Jose Jimenez and Clement Longley. No, I know Longley's trash. I know Longley's garbage, but I'm saying in terms of like height, they just couldn't really do much because Vini and Mbappe are both so short, right? There is no aerial presence there. I think that kind of hurts Madrid. I think last season they have Joselu, so it was like Joselu, so that at least there was that impact. I don't think they have that profile anymore. Also, Galan, I think Rodrigo cooked Galan completely in this whole game.
Oh yeah, Galan was awful.
Galan, I know the assist tax on that rating. Like we all watched the game. Galan was awful. I'm sorry. And plus assist, it's a quote unquote assist. It's more of an Alvarez just scoring a guy. That's like me just making a pass and then the player just like whacking it out of it. Okay, cool. Then it's an assist. But what the hell is that? Like, no, Galan was awful. I think that overall, though, in my opinion, Simeone, I think he had a game plan and he could have done it. But here's the thing. But here's my issue, I think, with Atletico Madrid. I think that Atletico, they need to like, I feel like they lack a cutting edge overall, because besides that Alvarez goal, I don't think they really threatened Madrid that much. That's the thing, I think. It's like, this is why maybe Sorloth should maybe start the second leg. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's just like, but they need like a real like quote unquote like number 9, like, because Atleti have that. Sorloth's tall, you know what you're gonna get with him. I think that Atletico just in this game, besides the Alvarez goal, I just think that they were compact and they made it difficult for Madrid, their possession. But I don't think Atleti really like tested Madrid's back line that much. I think that was the issue. And I think overall, I think 2-1 is not a bad result for them. But it's just, I don't know. It's just Real Madrid in a Champions League night. We have to see really. There's still a lot to play. But I think for Atleti, if they want to defeat Real Madrid, I think their attacking play needs to be better. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I just think that for Real Madrid, as I said there, like I said, there are moments. I mean, I agree with you, Doodle. I think the second leg could actually be very. You know what? Let's talk about the second leg real briefly. We'll obviously keep it brief. How do you anticipate the second leg going? Because for me, I kind of agree with you, Doodle. I have a feeling that Real Madrid is gonna be early, try to score a goal, and then try to shut up shot.
That's how I think it goes. I don't think Madrid are just gonna shut shot from the beginning. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna keep it tight. They're gonna make, because Atletico Madrid have to come out. Atletico Madrid are the losing team, right? So they have to attack.
Yeah.
The thing is, issue of that is Atleti also need to now be very wary of the threat that Madrid possess on the counterattacks, because with Vini and Mbappe behind them, that's the thing, right? That's why it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a tight game. Okay, here's the thing. If Atleti score first, then the momentum shifts towards Atleti. If Madrid
then we have a good tie.
Right. If Madrid score first, I don't know if Atleti can do it, because I know they did it last season against us, but the thing is, we didn't have Vinicius and Mbappe in our attack just running behind, right? We didn't have that. Like, I think
let's be real. Real Madrid's better than Inter.
Yeah, obviously, and especially in Champions League match, like it's Champions League, right? Real Madrid and Champions League match, you know how it is, right? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. Atleti aren't completely out, however, and look, their performance wasn't bad. But here's my issue with Atleti, though. Are they going to have?
Their defense is very sketchy.
That's not my issue. I think the issue is, I think Real Madrid have more difference makers than Atletico Madrid. That's my thinking.
And that's because that's the thing. That's the thing why I worry for Atletico Madrid. Because I'll be honest with you guys. Besides Alvarez, I didn't really see anyone
Griezmann
else
was
really
bad.
stand up for me at 10.
Yeah, Griezmann was disappointing.
Yeah, and Simeone, he's decent, but I don't think he's really a goal scorer. Lino, he's good as well, but he's not really a goal scorer. You got Paul, he's not really a goal scorer. Yeah, you see, like the problem with Atletico Madrid is it feels like it's just Alvarez. Like if Alvarez doesn't cook, we're finished.
That's what I'm saying. That's also, I just think Atleti didn't really test this Madrid back line that much today. I mean, yes,
I know people are gonna say, and I know people are gonna say Sorloth, but guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Sorloth is just a super sub. I don't think the guy is made to start. I think he's just a super sub, and I don't think he's gonna be as effective. I know they have Correa. I'm sorry, Correa is not good. I don't rate Correa. So really, it's only Alvarez. You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I just think,
and it shows how good Alvarez has been this season.
Alvarez, I think, is definitely a threat. But here's the thing, though: if Alvarez doesn't cook, I worry for them, because then I don't know who's going to step up. I mean, Griezmann can, theoretically, but Griezmann is now getting older. And Griezmann's not the same Griezmann anymore. That's another thing. Like, do you really think that – I don't even know how much – he's over 30, I'm pretty sure now. Like, Griezmann is – I don't know. I feel like Alvarez – I mean, that goal was crazy. And I think he made – I don't know. It's just – I feel like – and also, another important thing to mention, Jude Bellingham will be back for the second leg.
Yes, he'll be back.
So we have to.
So
see.
I
actually think Madrid should still start Brahim Diaz, though. I would start Jude if that was in their place, but would still maybe try to give Brahim Diaz a start. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but
so you're saying you drop Camavinga?
I think Camavinga could have done the Alvarez goal, in my opinion.
I think Camavinga was probably the worst player. I think he was probably the worst player on the pitch.
Yeah, I get that it was a good goal from Alvarez, but I feel like you got to clear the ball there. Like, you can't just, like, lose it, like, there in your own half. Like I don't think that's poor. In my opinion, that was poor.
Yeah, Mendy was actually pretty decent on the day, which is surprising because he's been ridiculous.
Yeah, Valverde is just
Valverde's a beast.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, Valverde's a beast. All right, so let's go ahead and look through some comments, and then we're going to move to the next game. Well, I guess we're just going to go Tuesday games and Wednesday games just to make it simple for you guys. So, subscribe people at AD Boom. Hey, Real Madrid is so cool that no one has a chance.
I wouldn't say no one. I think it's just they're most made for these Champions League nights.
So we're going to play like Liverpool just now to watch them all.
I don't think so, actually. I don't think it's going to be that extreme. We're going to talk about that game, but I don't know if it's going to be that extreme.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that, man. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna actually start this comment. Actually, we'll talk about that. My King already saved us. Well, just went Vinny and Mbappe. Vinny did press now again. Yeah, like Vinny, like it wasn't.
Here's
like
the thing, though. I feel like Vinny against Atleti, especially, I've never really been that impressed whenever I watch. I think against Atleti, he just doesn't. Really, I know. I think it's because of the influences. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and guys, Vinny's only got one goal against Atletico Madrid. I think I read in 16 games. Yeah,
wow. That's bad.
And guys, Atletico Madrid. I don't want to be political here, but I think the Ultras are going to come out next week. The Ultras will come out. We might see them come out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
We're gonna try to make it
as
intimidating as possible, but I don't know if that's gonna sway Real Madrid. That's my thinking.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It did impact the last time, so it wouldn't surprise me. Mendy was very good. I'll only do German team matches because I'm quite busy. All right, thank you. Come on, Vinny needs to get together. I mean, Vinny did try back now and again. Yeah. Like it wasn't like Vinny was awful. Like he wasn't the worst player. I think Kamavinga was the worst, but I still feel like Vinny needs to do better.
Yeah.
What's up? Real Madrid's not winning UCL unless their best players, the refs get back and forth. Prime Barca, man, don't Real Madrid. Can we stop using the refs thing? It is such a.
What even was there in this refs? Like it was just nothing. Man. Actually, in fact, if anything, there's an argument that maybe Rodrigo should have had a penalty on the Galan.
Yes, that could have been a pen. And so I feel like Barca fans just calm down with this whole refs thing. Like Real Madrid, like this, the referee didn't influence this game.
No. If anything, Madrid probably have the argument that.
Yeah, check Vinny record, bro. One bad CL knockout game. They've been informed though. Letting goals connect to offside plays, not getting called. Undeniable offside that should have been called.
I don't think that was offside in my opinion. I think it was just
no.
Also, Jimenez, I think should be defending better there.
Jose Maria Jimenez, man, you're like what's actually crazy. You're the oldest person in the back line. You're the most experienced. So theoretically, you should be doing better. You shouldn't be allowing that to happen, especially for a guy of your caliber. Like, bro, like this is actually embarrassing. And Pookie actually makes a good point here. Now, an Atletico player complain, not Simeone. Yeah, see, like this, if they complain, then it makes sense. But bro, they didn't even complain.
Yeah, there was nothing. I think it was just. I think Jimenez should, as experienced as he should be dealing with that better. Yeah.
Only Barca fans talk about offside goal.
It was not an offside goal. Come on, let's be honest.
For real. That makes us so he's not offside no more. I change my mind, guys. If players don't notice, that means no offside. He didn't interfere. No. For real, he only covers his view, not interfere. I don't know why people are crying. Let a quick defender blocked his view. Even though the shot was on the right, defender was on the right. What? Left, bad. Bro, you just can't let me enjoy what crazy. And I also mentioned Real Madrid could have had it. But it wasn't bad. Exactly, 80. They had enough already. Today was a good day. Just came from HH's stream. Yeah, I'm going to try to see if I could join this stream. If there's space, usually it's pretty full, so maybe I'll join later on. But let's just say, anyways, HH, I keep hearing his name. Valverde had a goal line clearance. Oh, yeah, Valverde.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Vasquez could have been all the way upfield, though. Bellingham going to be back. Yes, it's Habo. Okay. Him and his pace letting him down. So, yeah, anyways, man. So let's talk about this team, guys. Let's talk about, you know what? Actually, let's talk about this game first. Let's get the early game. So, we're gonna be quick here, guys. We're not gonna go into detail. Obviously, is Club Brugge out, guys?
No, not yet.
They are, in my opinion. I don't see them coming back at the Villa Park. I'm sorry,
Sebastian. I want to.
I saw what they did against Atalanta away, and I'm not gonna underestimate.
But they beat Atalanta at home. Now they lost against Villa at home. That's the difference. It's a difference.
And I think Villa's better than Atalanta.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I want to actually ask Doodle. You know, since you're my serial correspondent, do you think Villa's better or Atalanta's better?
I think Atalanta's better.
Clear. Atalanta's clear.
Atalanta's better. Yeah, I think.
How close is it?
It's I think there's fine margins. I think Atalanta's overall better though. But
see the thing with let's talk about this game, guys. Club Brugge, man, this is such a missed opportunity. Like Leon Bailey scored. Okay, fair enough. You concede in 3 minutes. Not the best start, but hey, it's only 3 minutes. You're still in this.
And then you equalize. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. Okay, good. You're in a good possession. But then the second half, it just all fell off.
The thing is, 1-1 until the 80th. You're thinking, okay, that's probably a bad result, but okay. But then you capitulate like that in the late. That's pretty bad. Like,
yeah.
And then the penalty, you can't capitulate like that. That's pretty poor, I think.
Yeah, and honestly, Villa weren't even that great before the 2 goals. But Club Brugge. Look at the amount of shots they had. 6 shots, but only 1 on target. 2 big chances. Then
I think Villa will be. I think if you asked any Villa fan before this game, if they would take this day, I would bite your hand off. Like, yeah, this is. I think this is a not the best performance, but at the end of the day, it's 3-1. You won by 2 goals away from home.
Yeah.
So,
And I feel like for me, this own goal completely changed the tie. Had the own goal not occurred, we could have had a great second leg. Because own goal, then Brugge, like they met,
that own goal basically caused the penalty, in my opinion, because their heads just completely like dropped.
Yeah, it dropped. It dropped. Yeah, to Zolas, man, gives away a clumsy penalty. Asensio steps up, scores. And yeah, I think for Aston Villa, man, they're a good team now. But guys, I want to ask you guys this question. So let's assume that Aston Villa get past Club Brugge, which they should. Are we saying Aston Villa is? Well, actually, maybe I'm going too far ahead. But where do you rate? Do you think Aston Villa could be a dark horse this season Champions League?
No, because of who they're gonna play in the quarterfinals.
Because for me, I'm going to say this right now, guys. A dark horse has to make a semis.
I agree.
If you make a semis, then it's a dark horse. For me, quarterfinals before is not a dark horse.
Yeah, I agree.
And in the semifinals, the quarterfinals, they'll most likely play against. We'll get to that team in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a Premier League match, So, but I just think.
And the thing is, defensively, obviously, Bruce can be defensive, but I'm sorry, you can't just crumble like that at home, especially. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's poor, I think. Rashford had a stinker, though.
Yeah.
But again, like, you know what I think of Villa, though? Are they regretting selling John Duran?
I think they are.
Because when Watkins isn't playing well, they could throw on Duran and, he could make something happen. Are they kind of regretting it? I get it was a lot of money, but I don't know. I mean, if Duran really wanted to leave this much, then, I mean, fair enough. You're not going to trap an unhappy player, but I don't know. I feel like I probably would have talked. If I was Villa, I think I would have tried convincing him to stay and then maybe selling him to in the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking.
So, yeah, for Club Brugge, man, they missed a lot of chances this game. And I feel like that let them down. And for Aston Villa, man, the thing is, they were not looking that great against Brugge.
Yeah.
They were not looking that great.
But they will take this. And I think they will do better at Villa Park. I think they will do better at Villa Park.
I think, you know what, guys? I think Aston Villa Park is Villa Park a fortress, guys?
I don't know if it's a difficult ground to go to. For me, a fortress has to be like where a team is generally like scared to go to, like Anfield in the past, the San Siro.
Yeah.
I'm talking that. Like that to me is like, where it's actually like genuinely like scary to go to. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna do better. I think they have more quality overall. And yeah, I just brought up the John Duran thing because I don't know. I'm not saying it's gonna like matter now. I don't think it's really gonna matter in the second leg. But the thing is, though, I'm just saying that going forward, I don't know. Like, it's just something that came up to my mind. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I just think for Villa, man, defensively, they have a lot of holes. And I feel like they just haven't. I feel like I don't want to be disrespectful here, but I feel like they haven't really been properly.
That's my issue as well. Like, I think that if they play a team that can has very technical players. I like attackers that can dribble well, which, it's a bit foreshadowing, I know. We'll talk about that, but I think they'll struggle. And I just don't think Brugge have that. Even that's the difference.
Yeah, see, I think I would have said the tie wasn't over if it was like 2-1 or maybe 1-1. But 3-1, man. Brugge have to go away to Villa Park and win by 2 goals at least. And I don't think it's gonna happen. I know people are gonna tell me look what they did against Atalanta. Guys,
but here's the difference. Brugge won the first leg. This is basic psychology. This is like they won the first leg, so they were like, okay, now we won. We can go to Italy and we'll play with more confidence. Atalanta are gonna come at us. They lost now at home by 2 goals. Villa could theoretically just be more compact in the second leg and go through. Brugge have to go all the way attack. And that opens up spaces for Villa to exploit. It's just it's completely different.
And also, guys, strangely enough, Atalanta are actually better away than at home. You might be thinking I'm joking around when I say this. I'm not joking around, guys. I'm being serious. They're actually better away.
Yeah.
Than they are at home. So,
yeah.
For Villa, they're good at home, guys. like that's going to make it difficult. So Sebastian, man, I heard you said earlier that this tie isn't done yet. So are you when would you say the tie, like, so what percentage are you giving for Club Brugge to come back?
I mean, in terms of what you said, that in what terms? I mean, I think if Villa scores like in the first 5 or 10 minutes,
yeah, that's over.
Then it's over. But I mean, if it depends also. Plus, I don't know what lineup Villa is if they're gonna rest players for the second leg. Because who knows? They might be underestimating Brugge. We never know. But I think if Club Brugge has a very good start and like score a goal, then I think this game could, it could turn.
Oh, yeah, so you're
Brugge. So if Brugge maybe scored like first 10 minutes, like then it could be on, because then Brugge just have to sit back and then counter attack. So and I think Villa doesn't have fast players in the defense at least. But who knows? Who knows? We never know with the UCL. We had history of insanely good comebacks. So who knows?
That's true.
So
yeah. To be fair, Sebastian actually makes a good point. Remember a few years ago we had Man United PSG. Everyone thought PSG was through after the first leg at Old Trafford. We all know what happened.
But here's the thing: it's gonna take Club
and we know
score first. That's the thing. If they score first, then maybe. If they don't,
yeah. Okay, yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Sebastian, you're right. Now, if Villa score first, so yeah, the tie's done. Yeah, the tie's done. Like the tie's done at that point. So, but the thing is, like, I don't know, man.
Like,
but yeah,
Villa should not. If Villa underestimate Bruges, I think that could end badly.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna get it done.
Yeah, and also guys, Unai Emery, he's a cup specialist. We know how good he is in cup competitions. Like he's won, I think, is it 4 Europa League titles or is it 3? All right, maybe you guys can let me know in the chat. I think it's
4.
I forgot exactly, but he
4
Europa Leagues, and the fact he won with Villarreal, it's against United.
I think it's 3. It's 3 with Sevilla and the 1 with Villarreal.
And remember, it also could have been 5. Because he got Arsenal to a Europa League final. They ran into.
But it's the history of Arsenal. We know it's the history of Arsenal. So.
Guys, you have to give, like, Unai Emery. He's a really good manager in cup competitions. And remember, he got Villarreal to the Champions League semifinals a few years ago.
It wouldn't be shocked if he takes Villa to a semifinal.
Yeah, but guys, I want to ask you this question: is this team really better than Villarreal from a few years ago? Because I don't think it is.
No,
I don't think
that Villarreal team made it to the Champions League semifinals.
And remember, they won the Europa League that year. The Europa League prior. They also won the Europa League prior.
In what terms?
As a team, I guess.
No, like as overall, like as a team, like which team? Like let's say I had a choice between that team or Villarreal team.
That Villarreal team is better, in my opinion. That team was better. I think.
And also, guys, remember this is the same team that got destroyed by Olympiacos last season in the Conference League. This is the same team that got destroyed.
I mean, Villarreal's team was probably better.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if we look at some players here, I think there's some players in this team that could go straight into that Villarreal team.
Yeah, I will say there are some particular players. I would say Emi Martinez is probably better than I think was it really the goalkeeper. I think it was. Yeah. I'd probably say him. I'd probably say who else? I'd say better.
Do you guys see Villa going to the final?
No. For me, it's semis and max. Semis max.
I dare Rashford to get a Champions League before Arsenal.
And remember, guys, Villa could potentially play against a Madrid team in the semis. A Madrid team. We don't know which one yet, but it could be. That's assuming they get past.
Or the other team, which we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. So let's read some comments. And then we're gonna move to the next one. Brugge messed up. It's over. I agree. Well, I would say 95% over. I'm not saying fully percent because you can never fully write them off, but it's almost over. Let's put it this way. Villa at their best, but isn't too far. Aston Villa are just better than Bruges because they're good offensively, in my opinion. They've been kind of bad lately. They're out. That own goal was wild. Mitchell had a good game apart from that own goal. Yeah, Rogers was off this game. Yeah, Rogers wasn't that good, actually, surprisingly. Villa not allowed to play Mullen, right? Yeah, Mullen not ready? Oh, he's ill. That's why. Jashari's very good. Villa recently held Liverpool to a draw. Hey guys, what's up? I joined late, but I'm still here. To be honest, Bruges is cooked. I don't think they can make a comeback. At Villa Park, not possible. Aston Villa beat a Belgian club. They won it all. I'm just saying, man. Guys, I'm going to say this right now. If Aston Villa wins the Champions League with one Emery, guys, I know this is really reactionary to say this, but that might be the best underdog in club football.
Better than Leicester winning the league in 2016.
Maybe.
I'm gonna
actually say the Euros in 2004.
Well, I said club football.
Club football. I was about to say.
You know what? You know what would be typical idea if Villa makes the final and then play Barca, and then Barca lose the final.
No, they played Bayern. No, they played Bayern, and they beat Bayern again, like they did back in the back in the European Cup.
Or playing Barca. Well, everyone knows if Villa face Barca in final, Barca will find a way to bottle it.
Maybe.
No, but Sebastian, wouldn't Bayern be better? Like at Bayern's home stadium, Bayern lose the Champions League final again at home, and then Villa beat them. And
that's true. The narrative would be better. That narrative would be way better. I agree.
What I don't want is a Real Madrid Inter final, because that hate watch is gonna be very bad for me.
Okay, well, anyways, let's move, man. Let's move, guys. Let's move. So let's talk about this game next, guys. Dortmund won, Lille won. Actually, let me give my thoughts. I'm going to give it to Patrick since he's my Dortmund fan. I'd say Dortmund were actually good the first half. I was like, okay, first half, they were good. Dortmund looking good. But then all of a sudden, after they got the goal from Adeyemi, which was a banger goal, Dortmund were so bad the second half, guys. Like, it was almost like Dortmund's like, you know what?
There's a tale of two halves, as you would say. The tale of two halves. Lille, and honestly, Dortmund are kind of fortunate they didn't lose. I think Lille will take this. I think.
Yeah. Like, honestly, Lille honestly could have won this game at the end. So, yeah, I just think for Dortmund, man, I don't know what happened. And you know what's crazy, guys? Ethan Mbappe actually had a better game than the other Mbappe. That's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, let me hear from Patrick, man. Mm-hmm. Let's get it from Patrick. I'll get to you, Doodle, as Patrick.
So obviously, Dortmund has a good game. Adeyemi scored very, very confidently, and giving up an equalizer. Well, it does mean something. It does mean that a 1-1 draw means something. We shot very well, and our offenses look very good, but our defense looks shaky. But typically, I have something in my own mind, but we actually have 40% possession, which is very good. And totally, our lineup is very, very, very not bad at all. Like, Svensson, he played so good. Adeyemi, obviously scoring a goal. And Kobel, a very, very good, very, very good goalkeeper, to say at the least. But, the Mbappe, not the Kylian Mbappe, but the other Mbappe, well, he played very good for Lille, and Brandon. I must say, Brandon is a very good player. You must say, Girassi played very good as well, and Sabitzer, Emre Can, Schlotterbeck, yeah, all of our players that they are so good. Obviously, Dortmund, despite a 1-1 draw, they're gonna focus on going to Lille and hopefully win every step of the way. So hopefully Dortmund can go to the second leg with a confident win. But it's a winner go home second leg. So this is good. This is gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, thank you for that, Patrick. All right, so I just think that for Dortmund, as I said, man, so actually I want to hear from Doodle, and then we'll go to Sebastian.
I think that a draw is probably a fair result in the grand scheme of things. I honestly don't know if Dortmund are going to beat Lille. I mean, I predicted Lille to win the tie. I did. I think I predicted a draw for this game as well. I think Lille probably going to be better because going to be happier because they went down 1-0 to Dortmund away. You're thinking that they're going to get stifled now, but they kept it calm. They were able to draw level, and I think they're going to be happy with it. And I think that the momentum is now on their side. So I don't know if Dortmund play. I think Guirassy was actually poor in my opinion. I don't think Guirassy played well. I think that overall, I think it's going to come down to like. I don't know. I just think that Lille, I think they need to. They're just gonna need to like just focus on being a bit compact, and be able to counter if needed effectively. But yeah, I think Lille will definitely be the happier of the two teams, and I think Lille, for me personally, will. I think they're gonna have a confidence they can stop Dortmund. And I think at home they're gonna play better. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Lille at home is really strong, guys. I don't think Lille have lost at home in the Champions League, have they?
No, I don't think
they
so.
have. Yeah, so I think they only lost to Sporting, and what's the other team?
Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah, Liverpool at Anfield. So and those are away from home. So Lille at home, man, is gonna be pretty difficult. And remember, guys, this is the same team that defeated both Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid.
Atleti away.
They
beat Atleti away.
Yeah, Atleti away. So
they drew to you at home. Also, could have won that game. Probably should have won. Yeah.
Yeah, Sebastian Matt, as an honorary League On fan, tell me your thoughts on this game.
I mean, I think it was a pretty decent game. Obviously, ADM is scoring for Dortmund. Yeah, Dortmund took the lead. I think first off, Dortmund was better. And I think, personally, I think this result probably reflects the game. Obviously, Lille getting a big goal. You can say maybe it's a big goal, maybe not, but with no away goals. I mean, Lille, great result. Obviously, going at home against Dortmund, which I think they will win, by the way. So I think I think Dortmund. I don't think this team is good, honestly. I don't know how they beat Sporting that badly, but yeah, obviously the only bad side I would say about this game, because the Swede Daniel Svensson got injured, which he will be injured now for quite a while. That's one thing that I don't like at all, seeing the Swedish player get injured, especially so close to the
international break.
Yeah, but it's friendlies, but but I mean, Lille. I picked Lille to go through. On my predictions, because I think this team is very, very underrated, and I think right now, I think Barca should look at Dortmund and hope for Dortmund to win. Because if you play against Lille, you don't like that at all. Because Lille is a team that you play against them, and you know they are quality players like Haraldson, David, Mbappe, the better Mbappe, by the way. All that kid.
I don't know about that. Temple is also really good.
Boadi, very good talent. Ribeiro.
Boadi's good. Andre's good.
Monier as well. Chevalier. Very good.
Wait, you know what I just realized, guys? Monier is actually a former Dortmund player. I think he used to play.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like,
oh my, wow.
I think this is a good result for Lille.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good result, yeah.
And I like this. And I like Lille as well. They're a very interesting team.
Guys, you know what's crazy, guys? You know what's okay? Sorry to interrupt, guys. You know what's really stupid, guys? If Barca gets to the quarterfinals, our second leg is actually going to be away from home, even though we came second in the league phase. Like,
that's crazy.
What?
Really?
This is nonsense. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. That is absolute bonkers. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. This format is so confusing. Like, it is ridiculous.
This is why I'm still not fully sure of this format because of that stuff. Like, that's like, how does that make sense? Like, Liverpool,
bro, that's so unfair.
They play PSG. Liverpool came first, and they play PSG in round of 16. Like, what?
Like, this is so unfair, bro. Like, I'm not even saying this because I'm a Barca fan, whatever. Like, bro, any team that finishes second place, top 2, you shouldn't have to play your second legs away from home.
I think top 4. I think you can even make top 4. Although Inter are actually going to play, I think, every second leg away at home. I think we'll see. I think.
So I don't know how. Like, this is like so nonsense. It's so nonsense. Yeah. UEFA, man. But hey, you know, it is what it is. We just have to accept it. You know, Barca's still gonna be heavy favorites to the quarterfinals. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's just frustrating for that. But yeah, anyways, getting back to Lille, man. As I said, man, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a Barca fan, I'd rather play Dortmund than Lille. I'd rather play Dortmund.
Because AD, you should be scared if you play Lille. I know people are saying, "Oh my God, it's Lille," but I think people are, you know, when people said Barca should be happy with this, Barca should not be happy with being in the side of.
I think away at Lille is actually a bit tough. I think if that's the truth.
AD, I've been saying it for a while. You should not.
We should be cautious.
You should not be happy being in this side of the bracket.
Okay, but we can't change that. We can't change that, bro. Like, we have to accept it. Like, we didn't choose. Like, we didn't intentionally choose to be in this side. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, you're acting like, oh, we had a choice. We didn't have a choice, bro. And bro,
yeah.
I'm glad we're on this side.
If I were Barca, I would probably play PSG over Benfica.
Bro, come on, bro. No, come on. We're gonna speak about PSG, but yeah. Anyways, let's read some comments. Don't underestimate Lille. I agree. I don't want you to lose the CL final to my beloved Real Madrid, to be honest.
I want Inter to get knocked out as soon as possible.
Dude, if Inter beats Real Madrid, I'm going to be the biggest Inter fan for the rest of my life.
Honestly, I'm going to be shameless. If Inter beats Real Madrid in the final and Mbappe have a stinker, I'm actually going to celebrate that. I don't
I'll
care.
Be the biggest Inter. I'll be the biggest Inter fan. I'll celebrate that as a Barcelona. Okay, that's shameless to be fair, but I just want to see Real Madrid lose the Champions League final in my lifetime. You know, but we'll see.
I want to see Barca getting dunked. That would be funny.
Okay. If Bobby brother balled out, Inter will you make the final. In my opinion, semis max for them. In my opinion, we'll speak about Inter. Yeah, not gonna lie. I got my prediction right for this game. Lille needs to advance to the quarters. Same low. By the way, I wouldn't be surprised if Dortmund received early exit for the Champions League. You know what's funny, guys? Both these teams have been horrible domestically, but yet they're in like the round of 16 of the Champions League. So it just shows you, man, these two teams are built for cup competition.
No, it shows that.
Nah, to be honest, I think Lille will be underwhelming. Dortmund are horrible domestically. Lille are like what, top 4 or something? I don't know if Lille are horrible domestically. I think that's around what you expect.
But like they should.
I think Lille focus on UCL. I think this season.
No, but like my thing is that if you're going by logic, they should be top 2. They should be second. Like if you're the, you know, that kind of stuff. So they're 5th right now. You know. So I mean, horrible may be a bit of a stretch, but yeah, Dortmund's definitely horrible.
I mean, it's because they probably focus on UCL like most teams.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, Villa are what 8th or something in Premier League, and yeah,
that's true. And Niko Kovac's a good cup manager. I'm not sure about that.
I don't know him as a manager personally. I think he's
a good. Well, to be fair, he won the DFB Pokal with Frankfurt against Bayern, so he might be a good DFB Pokal. But he's not good.
It's Champions League.
Not good at the Champions League. I know this for a fact. I think we have a higher chance of beating Real Madrid and the big club. This isn't meant to hate just because we're more used to them.
I mean, if it's Bayern in the final, I don't know. If it's Bayern in the final, I don't know because
Inter Bayern will be there. Inter Bayern Bayern.
No, that
winning.
can't happen.
You
That
might
can't
not
happen.
be
That can't.
semi.
That can't.
In the
No,
same
I
final.
think. Oh,
Imagine Arsenal Inter. Imagine Arsenal Inter in the final. Oof.
Well,
All right, guys.
You know, fuck it. Arsenal
Oh,
are
no.
scary. Arsenal are scary. Arsenal
Okay, guys.
scary.
So, okay, guys. Let me start by saying this. So, Arsenal destroyed PSV. Now, I will say
Easy.
there was a lot of. Okay, guys. Let me speak. There was a lot of talk before this game that PSV would beat Arsenal. Arsenal's attack is dead. I mean, you have Mikko Moreno up top. I mean, Jesus Havertz is out, and Arsenal, they have not been good this season in the Premier League. But I said to people, Arsenal is gonna probably put all their eggs in the Champions League basket because they know the Premier League is done. They're 13 points behind. So why should we even bother going for the league when we know it's almost done? And for Arsenal, as I said, man, what a win this is against PSV. Now I know PSV isn't this god team as people make them out to be, and it just shows how embarrassing Juventus is to lose to this team. Like,
honestly,
that speaks to how bad Juventus
should be ashamed. You're losing 7.
Yeah. So, and guys, this is PSV at home. This is an away. See, if it was away at the Emirates, I can maybe get someone to pass. But bro, this is PSV at home. PSV at home are generally strong. Guys, they rarely lose at home. I think Sebastian brought this up a few weeks ago. The last time they lost at home was in 2022.
Yeah, in November or October.
Bro, like, that's actually crazy. Like, this is very uncharacteristic for PSV. And I'm sorry, some of the defending there was horrible. Like, I think Benitez, I think Flamengo in particular made some errors. And Arsenal, man, really good win. But guys, let's not get too carried away. This Arsenal's team is not going to win the Champions League. There's still a lot of problems with this Arsenal team. For one, they don't have a real striker. For me, there's not enough experience in this team. So, but Arsenal, you have to give credit. You have to give them the flowers. But let's not get too praise. Like, there's because the thing with Arsenal is that is either you destroy Arsenal, call them out such a banter team whatsoever, or is you got they're such an amazing team. Like, there's nothing in between. Okay, so we have to be realistic here, guys. It's a good win. I'm not saying it's a bad win, but let's not get carried away, guys. Like, this win doesn't make the favorites.
Real Madrid, be scared.
So I'm gonna go to Doodle first, man. So Doodle, man, is this Arsenal team really good, or is this PSV tax, or is it a bit of both?
I think this is. I'm sorry, I still don't really rate Arsenal like that. I think PSV, first of all, disgraceful. I mean, I think if I was PSV owner, that's like 2 weeks of wages like cut because of what the hell, you're losing 7 goals at home. I mean, this ain't even the most famous 7-1 home defeat ever. Obviously, the last one was way more gigantic than this. But I'm sorry, man. Like, I mean, yeah, Arsenal got to. I still predicted Arsenal to win this whole tie. I didn't think it would be like this, though. I mean, this tie is over, right? We can always say this is done. I mean, it's like, I don't know, but like, that's crazy. But like, I think Arsenal as a whole in general, I mean, they obviously, are capable of, being able to like, frustrate teams. Like, we've seen them beat City this season 5-1, but City this season are awful. So I don't know. But the thing of Arsenal is, obviously they have Saka and all. Maybe they can be even better than this. The thing about, I think overall though, Arsenal for me, I think overall they're probably gonna. Yeah, I mean, they may as well just put all their eggs into the Champions League because they're going to get top 4. They're probably going to get second in the Premier League. May as well just go and see how far they go in the Champions League. It's going to be tough, though, in the next round against whether it's Madrid or Atleti. So we have to see. But at least this is a bit of a confidence booster, I think, for Arsenal. That's how I see it.
Oh, actually, I forgot to ask you guys. I know I should have asked this a bit earlier. Which team you guys think is better, Lille or Aston Villa? Because for me, I think Lille's better.
Lille.
Yes, Lille.
Lille.
Okay. All right, Sebastian, man, tell me your thoughts on this Arsenal win. Is this Arsenal team as good as we make them out to be, or is this just PSV tax, or is it a bit of both?
Arsenal are scary. for PSV. But
okay.
I'm gonna say this Arsenal team, they have so much talent. Like, in one area, I think he was really good.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, we clown Merino at striker, but he actually been playing good. That's the funniest part. He's actually been playing good. Like I don't get that. We clown before Marina playing striker. Oh my god, what are you doing? This is like having a striker doesn't really matter because this is football. Like you can have false nines. Like most teams use false nines, like PSG, Arsenal, and some other teams. Like, and I think Arsenal, the biggest strength I see is the two centre backs, and I think Saliba, Gabriel. If one of them gets injured, I think Arsenal will be really, really in trouble.
Exactly right, Sebastian.
Yeah, and I still think Rice is overrated. I don't think he is as good as people say. Obviously, there's only English people who rate this guy for some reason. Not calling any names. Odegaard, very good performance.
Yeah, Odegaard was amazing.
Yeah, and I think Odegaard honestly is Arsenal's most important player.
Yes, I said this before, and people want to say no, it's Saka. No, I feel like it's Odegaard because
look, Saka is out, and Saka is out. They score 7 goals. I know it's PSV, but
also Sebastian, people are forgetting Odegaard's the captain of this team. He's the leader of this team. He is the captain. He has the leadership qualities.
If Odegaard isn't playing well, then Arsenal are in danger. That's the thing. If Odegaard plays well, then this happens.
Guys, people are telling me Saka is their best player, and I respect Saka. He's probably second best player.
But can Saka carry like this? I don't know. I mean, can he
No, we can't, because he will limp off the pitch and cry.
Okay, guys. Let's not be that disrespectful to Saka. And also, guys, remember Odegaard also captains Norway too. He captains both club and country at the age of, I think, 24 years old. 26.
26.
That's great. That's young. Most captains aren't this young at this age. Like they don't captain their team this age. They usually captain like 30 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I just think for Arsenal, man, I'm really intrigued because I think that match against the Madrid teams will give us a true indicator of this team.
I agree.
We'll see the true.
Well, this is a confidence booster for them.
It's an amazing win because a lot of people wrote Arsenal off before this game. People say,
I thought it was stupid. I just thought that, you know what, bro, come on, like. I get that it's Arsenal, really. Like,
no, but I'm being serious. Like there was people that wrote Arsenal.
I know many.
Yeah. So I won't name names. I'm not gonna be that rude, but you should know who you are. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Imagine saying PSV would win this game. People are crazy, man.
But yeah, for PSV,
like I would say that just to trolling, but I knew Arsenal would win.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, and for PSV, guys, as I said, guys, they're not even top of the Eredivisie now. They're second.
They're so trash, man.
PSV,
They're so trash.
And Ajax even good anymore? Ajax is ain't like old Ajax. Bro.
Yeah, so like PSV, man, they better win the league, man. Like that's the only way they makes up for this Champions League humiliation is if you win the league. Because I'm sorry, if you don't win the league,
I'm sorry. No matter how good or bad your team is, if you lose if you're losing 7-1 at home, I'm sorry. Like that's just unforgivable.
And guys, speaking of 7, guys, a few years ago, Liverpool scored 7 against Manchester United.
And don't forget, this is the same result of a certain World Cup semifinal.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like the
most famous. Okay, so let's go ahead and
PSV wanted to be Brazil for this game.
Yeah.
PSV got bent over at home. I want Real Madrid versus Arsenal.
I want that as well. I need Arsenal to humble Real Madrid.
Real Madrid must be scared of Arsenal. Yeah.
Hopefully they are.
Okay. You know what's crazy, guys? Arsenal fans just say, "Bring on Real Madrid! Bring on Real Madrid!"
Exactly, bring on Real Madrid. You know why I said that for trolls, and I actually mean that.
Okay, let me read through the comments, guys. Might happen, Pookie, but I feel like Atletico will advance. Will be the first time since 06. Yes, it would be.
Eddie, hear me out. Arsenal Barca final, and Saka scores the winner.
Arsenal Barca final actually happened, by the way.
Yeah, it happened 2006.
Imagine if it happens again.
And guys, you know what's interesting, guys? Last time Arsenal and Real Madrid played against each other was 06. And guess what? Guess the final was Arsenal Barca. If that actually happens,
Yeah, but that was on a round of
Dogmal
16.
Stinker will be there. Dogmal
quarterfinal.
Stinker. Dogmal Stinker will be there.
Okay, so it would be the first time since 06. Guys, and remember, guys, Real Madrid have never defeated Arsenal in the Champions League.
But to be fair, they only met twice. That was the only time. So
Yeah, but
We'll be there.
It's still true, though.
yeah,
It's still true.
We'll be there.
And also, Andre scored the winner at the Bernabeu. Imagine that actually happens the same thing, like 0-0 Emirates and 1-0 at the Bernabeu, Arsenal. And that happens again.
And 1-0. 1-0.
Atletico,
Mbappe's crying.
Bro got beef with PSV, who Arsenal are pretty good at their best, to be fair. But this is obviously PSV tax. Yes,
Honestly,
the biggest ball jobs. How is Lille better than Villa?
They are.
I just think Lille are better collectively. Villa for me defensively are very shaky. They're too shaky for my liking. And come on, Lille beat both Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Come on, as good as Villa have. I mean, I know Villa defeated Bayern, but other than Bayern, which other team were you really as a Villa defeated?
Pookie, it's can't stay humble, by the way.
Bro, why is Pookie acting like Lille didn't humble Madrid? Why is he acting like
Dog dread? This man, Real Madrid stinks, man.
Okay, guys. Imagine this what happens. Villa versus Lille. We will be there.
Yeah, easy Lille win. 2-1.
That'd be tough. Crazy. They got slapped 4-1 by PSG. That would happen to Villa, I'm sure. But
yeah, it would. No, that would.
Yeah, PSG would slap Villa, man. Villa's so overrated.
Dude, I think I think Villa lost 4-1 to Spurs, if I remember.
Yeah,
imagine
Palace. They just lost 4-1 to Crystal Palace. Like,
I was one of these people. Rice isn't that bad. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, right. Okay, Sebastian, who are you taking, Rice or Partey? Because Rice is better than Partey. Partey is bad. I'm taking Rice over Partey now.
I'm taking Vidal with one leg over Rice.
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
No, that's not crazy. I'm serious. I'll do
okay,
that.
You know what? Let me ask Doodle, man. If you had a choice between Rice or Partey, who are you taking?
Rice.
This version of Partey, by
honestly, Rice would not.
I mean, if this was more prime on prime, then prime Partey. But
no, honestly, Neves is better than the bum fraud Rice, man.
No,
I don't know.
I think you hate Arsenal, bro.
No.
Anyway,
he's gonna be the biggest Arsenal fan if they play Madrid.
No, I can appreciate players when they're good. I don't think Rice is good at all. I'm not gonna hype up this Declan Basmati Rice dude, man.
Okay, he's good. Is he?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay, he's good, but he's not that good. Okay, we can agree with that.
I agree. He's a bit overrated in my opinion, but he's not bad. Yeah.
As I said, Vidal with one leg is better than Rice.
Okay, Fuki, I understand and I get that, but it doesn't change the fact of what I said. It's still true. Okay.
No, it's not.
But even as a Madrid hater, come on, man. Arsenal would have beat Madrid.
Arsenal would slap Madrid, man.
Bro, I was just saying stats, okay? I wasn't saying my prediction. Okay?
Eddie, right now, you put Arsenal in the same pitch as Real Madrid, Arsenal will score at least 3 goals.
Lille will beat us because of a pen. I don't care. Well, if we're going with that logic, Real Betis only.
Bro, okay, yeah, okay, no. I watched the game. I'm sorry, bro. Lille, Madrid did nothing in that Lille game, bro. Come on.
Pookie's so disgusting. He's so filthy, man.
Okay, I mean, it's harder not to just say Arsenal. Yeah, to be honest, we're just saying AD. Okay, guys, let's move to match day 5 games. Sorry, not match day 5, Wednesday games. Feyenoord 0.
Oh, piss off! Why did the pricks win?
Okay, let me just start with saying this right now. Feyenoord actually were good for the first half, but then the second half they capitulated and Inter took full advantage. I think the Thuram goal basically ended the tie. I think.
Could I go for this first because I want to get my anger out?
No. Thuram scored the goal first, and then Lautaro Martinez scored. And yeah, I think Inter is basically in the quarterfinals. Congratulations, Doodle. You're in the quarterfinals.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this: Inter, please buy penalty takers, please. Like, again, we literally have only one penalty taker. Like, bro, Zielinski, you scored 2 penalties against Juve, and now you do this against Feyenoord, bro. Come on. Okay, well. But, okay, besides that, you know what? Because he actually played well. He actually played well as well. That's what frustrates me the most. He played well. He got an assist for Lautaro, but then he misses the penalty. Would have buried the tie. I mean, I think tie's done anyway, but, kind of frustrating.
Feyenoord, you have one job.
It's done, bro. It's done. They're not coming to Miazza and winning. It's done. I'll say this though. I think overall, look, I mean, Bastoni left wing back cooked. Fair enough, Inzaghi. We even played Aslani. Barella's cross. He didn't even take a touch. He just like he gets the ball and just easily whips it in, and Thuram is right there. And Lautaro scored. And I think overall, their keeper was obviously good. I think that they had a so the first like 20 minutes, I would say Inter kind of like they kind of annoyed me the way we played. It was a bit like, what the hell are we doing? It looked like a lot like the Napoli game. I was like, why? But overall, but then we scored that first goal and just clicked from then on. That's what I'm saying. And I think we could have even scored more today. Obviously, the penalty. But I think that this tie is done. And I think, yeah, I mean, overall, pretty comfortable game, I think I would say. And I think we were, and I don't think we were ever like in really, I think Osman first half kind of gave us problems, but then the second half, we just, we kind of like, yeah, we scored 2-0. Obviously could have made it 3-0 the penalty, but besides that, I mean, yeah, I think the penalty is the only really negative. But I think overall, game went kind of how I thought it would, but we actually won by more than 1 goal margin, which I think now, I think we're good in. I think this should be enough for us to advance to the quarterfinals. Not really much else to say. Just pretty proud, and I think I'm very happy that, it was a fairly comfortable game for us, I think. So, yeah.
All right, dude. I know it's a bit far ahead, but I want to ask you this question. Do you think Lautaro Martinez is either really good and really bad? Like, there's nothing in between, because that's what I kind of feel. Like,
yes.
Lautaro is really good.
Yes.
He's really good.
Yes.
Like, he's really bad. He's really bad.
Lautaro.
Argentinian Alvaro Morata.
Okay. Sebastian, man. Let Judo speak.
He's now our top scorer in Champions League history. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
That kind of says probably not good things about Inter, but like we never really had a true talisman for Champions League, and we missed so many years. So there's that maybe. I think I want to actually talk about the other Martinez though for a second, because Sommer was actually fit for this game, but Inzaghi still put faith in Pepe Martinez, and I mean, Pepe Martinez again kept a clean sheet, played very well overall. I actually was a bit against the signing because I wasn't too convinced by him in Verona, but I mean, Genoa. I'm sorry, I said Verona for a second. I meant Genoa. But I think overall he's actually been steady. He only conceded against Napoli, and even that, I mean, he made a save, but couldn't really do much on a rebound. He's actually doing very well, and I think Pepe Martinez. I actually think when Inter do need to move on from Sommer, I think maybe we already have a keeper, the successor. So that's something to keep in mind, because he's come in and I think he's done fairly well so far. And I think overall, Inzaghi again proved that, you know what, there's been some Inter fans, right, recently telling me that is it time to move on from Inzaghi, maybe like 1 title in 4 years. I'm like, bro, no, because
you're going to a Champions League final.
Yeah, no, under Inzaghi, Inter have been, I've never actually felt confident. Like under Inzaghi, I generally feel like every game is especially in the UCL, because before Inzaghi, we were poor in Europe for a while. And now with Inzaghi, I always feel like, last year, obviously against Atletico, that was a pretty big disappointment. I do think that Inzaghi plays a bit of a part in that because of his decisions, the substitutions that he made. But besides that, now I go into every European game feeling like, you know what, we have a chance. That's because Inzaghi made us so like. I just think Inzaghi just made us a team that, yes, I know this season in big games we haven't been good, especially in Serie A. I just, for some reason though, I'm getting a bit of a feeling that I've kind of had this feeling for a while now. I kind of have a feeling that the team is way more locked in for the Champions League this season than in the Serie A. I'm kind of getting that.
Remember, guys, Inter only conceded 1 goal in the Champions League this year.
And even that, I still maintain that should not have counted, because I don't know if it was a corner. But to be fair, that happened in Fiorentina for us all. I guess it was that. But besides that, I think, I mean, obviously we're going to concede more, I'm going to assume, in the UCL. Depends on how far we go. But I think at Inzaghi, I think the players are way more focused. And I think the fact is, obviously, Feyenoord also had many injuries. We also have injuries, for sure.
Yeah.
But
like, bro, look at the amount of injuries. Feyenoord.
Yeah, crazy. But we also look at ours. We only have one fullback. We only have one fullback.
Yeah, that's And guys, Feyenoord, look at this. Robbie Van Persie. We know how good he is as a player.
Yeah. I don't know how we lose to this bum-ass final team.
Teo.
It should
Teo
have been
Hernandez.
me.
That's how.
Theo Tax.
Yeah.
It should have been me in this game, and I probably would have won it. Like always.
You don't know about probably. But anyways, Milan should have been here. Milan should be here.
Yes, and I would have won it.
We don't know about that.
They did respect Champions League 7 times. You say winner. So
last time we met, we
don't know
won
for
though.
sure, okay?
Last time Inter met Milan in the semifinals, by the way.
do you have 7 UCLs? No. So
Bro, that's not a good argument.
I think this game, I think Inter fully deserved it. I mean, I feel disgusted saying that, but it's the reality. Which
Just be objective, man.
I mean, I think Feyenoord could have done better, but at the same time, there's so much injuries. Obviously, missing their top goal scorer of the season, I believe. I don't know. Sadio Jimenez, I think he had most goals for Feyenoord, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the fact that Inter does this with one fullback is insanity.
Yeah, that's crazy. And guys, I think for Feyenoord, their best player in my opinion is Paxio.
We completely shut him down today. He could not get going.
And I think this Pep Martinez guy in goal, I think he's very underrated.
Yeah, he was good. But yes.
That midfield is good, but I think Çalhanoğlu not playing. I don't know if he was.
I'm sorry.
Bro.
Hakan this season has faced so many injuries. There's question mark. I don't even rate Asllani. I've already said
Asllani's mid, bro.
I think having Çalhanoğlu there and starting, I think it's perfect because he's, that.
Zielinski had a good game. It's just a penalty. He should be scoring.
I'm not comparing him to Toni Kroos, but he's like a Toni Kroos type of player where he can dictate the play.
I don't know.
Oh, you know,
he can change.
Bastoni, the left wing back worked. I'm not saying it's a long-term solution, but it actually worked. Bastoni was like.
Actually, you know what? To be fair, Sebastian might be onto something. He might be onto something with that point. Maybe I can kind of see where he's coming from.
Because I think Çalhanoğlu dictate the play how Inter plays. Like if he plays, I think that's where Inter gets the best out of everyone. Like Barella.
Yeah.
Dumfries. I hate that guy, by the way. Thuram. Good player. I don't rate Lautaro Martinez still. I don't like that guy.
Wait, guys. Do you guys see that Thuram goal? That Thuram goal was quality. That was really good.
But did you all see the cross from Barella? He didn't even take a touch. He just instantly whipped it in.
Yeah, Barella was also good. Lautaro was good as well.
I think the next move Inzaghi should do, and I hope he's watching this live, and I think he should try Azerbi at like a wing back.
I don't know.
Bro,
I'm sure
guys,
oh God.
I think you're just being biased there. Okay, guys. So I want to ask you guys this question. So for Inter this season, the Champions League, do you guys think that they're going? Okay, I want to ask Doodle. Actually, this is a good one. So do you think Inter is prioritizing the Champions League or prioritizing the Serie A?
So this is what I said last time. I think that we're neither. I think we're gonna have to just go through all of them, and we're even Coppa Italia as well. I think we just have to basically just go for everything as far as we can. That's how I'm feeling. There's no way Inzaghi for sacrifices UCL, and he should not. We're not gonna sacrifice no UCL. So yeah, I think there is no priority. I think we just have to go for everything. That's kind of how it's.
Because that's the tricky part though. Because I could see Doodle this being like, remember when Liverpool were going for the quadruple?
That's what I'm fearing as well. But I'm just saying what is gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's I think what leading it.
And
you know what I said? I was not going to lose the sleep over if we lose to Lazio in Coppa Italia because but
you know what?
We won that. Yeah.
You know what happened? Liverpool only won the Carabao Cup, FA Cup that season. They didn't win the Champions League. They didn't win the league. They lost both of those in the final days.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that-
Honestly,
yeah.
I think Inter wins the league and then goes to the final in the Champions League.
Really?
Yes.
Do they win? Do they lose the final?
I don't know. Hopefully, but I don't know. I think it depends who Inter plays. Because I think if Inter gets like, let's say Inter gets Liverpool or Real Madrid, I think Inter have a better chance against Real Madrid, in my opinion.
I don't
Huh?
agree. If it's a UCL final, I don't want Real Madrid. The juju,
Bro.
too much black magic.
Yeah. I think I'd rather play Liverpool in the
Yeah.
final.
I mean, I think Inzaghi, I think he's a better manager than Ancelotti and like man management.
Maybe he might be, but
And I think
But I don't know. I don't want to play Madrid in a UCL final. I'm sorry. Like,
But Sebastian, man, it doesn't matter how bad Real Madrid are. They're still very difficult to beat in the Champions League. You have to agree with this.
I know, but I feel like if Inter would play against Liverpool, I feel like that would be probably. I feel like that would be more towards like when Inter was in the final against City, like that type of game.
I can see that.
Maybe.
I can see that.
Maybe. But the thing, like, that's what I'm saying for Doodle is that that's what I'm saying is that I think Inzaghi should prioritize. And if I'm Inzaghi, I would go in for the Champions League more than the league.
I think we're gonna go for everything. That's how I'm seeing it. Because the
You know,
thing is, you know why we're not gonna throw Coppa? You know what? I actually think we would have thrown the Coppa Italia if the semifinal was not against me. Do you actually think we're gonna throw it against Milan? No, that's not.
Oh yeah, of course not.
No,
That's
no
true.
matter what, because it's not just because it's a semifinal. It's Milan, right? You can't. No, you're not gonna throw that. Like, so I think Inter. This is where it's gonna get interesting. Is because, but I know Inzaghi. Here's the thing with Inzaghi though. He doesn't really like to rotate, right? I mean, he rotated a bit in the UCL to be fair this season, but I'm talking that's league phase. I'm talking about like knockout stage. He's not gonna rotate. He's not gonna rotate anything. And it's our squad depth, and especially these injuries. Who is he gonna bring in? Like, is he gonna play the Primavera? I don't know. I don't think so. So we just have to see what happens. We have to see what happens. I'm very, very scared of the burnout though, but I'm also here for the ride. And I mean, how would it be being an Inter fan if you're not gonna be on the edge of your seat? Like, being an Inter fan is like you have to be like stressed every single game. There's no
That's what I'm saying is that I think that's what I'm saying that Inter, they could have just a Liverpool season where they only win the Coppa Italia, then they lose the league on the final match day and lose the Champions League. I'm not saying it's going to happen. No, I'm not saying that's going to happen, Doodle. Yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me. But at the same time, there's always another chance. Dare I say, I'm not going to say the word, but dare I say, it starts with the T. Dare I say.
Oh, Doodle. I know you're coming on your chest, man.
No, I was 7. I was 7 when that happened. I don't think it's going to happen, but dare I say.
Doodle, if that happens, okay. Anyways, we're going too far ahead. But the point I'm trying to make here is that let's see how the season ends.
Yeah,
because for Inter, in my opinion, I think they should prioritize the Champions League. Because for me, I think Inter fans would rather win a Champions League than the league.
Of course, yeah, of course. That's not a debate. Like, even if Juve wins the league, I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to like incentivize that or anything. I'm just saying, but if Inter wins the Champions League, yeah. But I don't think Inzaghi's going to do it. I think Inzaghi's going to go for everything. That's how I'm seeing it because he's stubborn.
Yeah,
he's not going to rotate. That's why.
Yeah. And, to be fair, defending a league title is pretty difficult. So, it is a rare time. Yeah. So you can maybe defend. But anyways, let's talk about Benfica Barca, man. So, let me get my thoughts first on this game. For Barcelona, man, we got the win. And it just shows that even this Barca feels different. I think if this was the old Barca under Xavi or Koeman or Setien or whatever, basically any of those managers in the past, we probably would have crumbled. We would have probably lost the game like 3-1-0, 2-0, and have been really bad for us the second leg. But this Barca team, there's something different with this team. And I think Hansi Flick has raised the mentality of this team because even when we are not at our best, we still manage to scrape through. And guys, here's the thing. And Champions League, guys, and it goes for anything. Champions League leagues. Not all wins are going to be pretty. In fact, I would actually say the wins are more ugly or actually more beneficial than the pretty wins because it shows the team has grit and character when you come from a losing position, when you're down a man.
My team as well, yeah.
Yeah, so for Barca, as I said, man, I think it's impressive we got the win here. And Kubarsi, man, the red card, a very amateur mistake there. It is a red card. It's a red card offense. He basically takes him down single-handedly. And surprisingly, there was supposed to be another red card. And we'll get to that in another game. And I think Doodle knows which game I'm talking about. We'll get to that when we get there because
oh my god.
Well, we'll get to there. We'll get there. I'm not going to say anything. I'll get to it when we get there. But yeah, for Kubarsi, red card there. And for Barca, man, Szczesny, he's been balling out. And I think Szczesny has now proven that he's a better goalkeeper than Peña. And I think this...
I mean, that was never a debate. Szczesny's won so many league titles. What has Peña done? Play on loan in Turkey.
So Szczesny has... because Szczesny made a lot of saves this game, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Benfica were quite unlucky, especially in the second half, because Barca were really poor.
Ruben actually played well this game. I mean, I know people are saying maybe he could have saved, but that was a crazy goal from Raphinha. But Ruben actually made some saves this time. But yeah.
Barca first half was good, but the second half was so tragic. But we got the win. Raphinha capitalized upon Antonio Silva error. And
what the heck was that, though? How did
guys, is Antonio Silva overrated? I feel like he might be.
Yeah, he is. I don't rate him that highly, honestly.
He's a good center back, but he's not as good as people make him out to be. Like he's not the best young center back. And for me, Kubarsi is better. I think Kubarsi, even though he got a red card in this game, I think Kubarsi is still better overall talent.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Barca said we got the win.
Pedri was good as well. He ran the show despite Olmo getting sent off. I mean, taken off.
Yeah, so Oral was actually decent as well. So yeah, for Barca we got the win, and we got to thank Szczesny, man, because Szczesny came really clutch the second half, making those big saves on Benfica, because Benfica could have had several goals on the night if it wasn't for Szczesny. So I want to hear from Doodle, man, on this thoughts, man. So are you impressed that Barca got the win even down a man?
Yeah,
because it's really difficult to win.
Yeah, that shows character. This for me firmly reaffirms that Barca are one of the favorites for the UCL this season. Because I think if this was even last season, I think Barca loses this game. This, you know what? Because I feel like at that red card, I feel like it may have given some Barca fans like PTSD to last season against PSG. When they just crumbled after it. Here, and that was at home, by the way. This is away from home in Portugal. Here, though, Barca stayed focused. Flick kept the team engaged, and Barca were able to get the win. Yes, the second half, maybe against the run of play with the way that they just scored out of nowhere. But at the same time, that's what you got to do sometimes. And I think that overall, Barca will definitely be very glad. And I think they're going to get the job done in the second leg. And I think, and as for Benfica, I think that we've seen better Benfica sides in the UCL before in the past. So I'm not really that shocked that Benfica have lost. I predicted it, and I think that's that for them. And I think not really much else to say. I think we just have to see. I think that Barca overall show character. They didn't win in the clean way, but this is what you need: clean sheet, win with a red card away from home. Just got to get the job done in the second leg, and you're through the quarterfinals. Not really. That's that job done.
Yeah. So Sebastian, man, are you impressed with Barca win, or are you saying that this is Benfica tax, or is it both?
Biggest club in the world. Biggest club in the world. And you know why I said that? Because this team has freaking. This team. You know why I said that? This team has character. This team is probably the young. I don't know. It is one of the most youngest players or squads. And this team, with one man down, win against Benfica, who is not an easy team for Barca, as we've seen in the past. Obviously, this UCL and past seasons. And I think Barca, the game wasn't really that good, but Barca showed the quality on day. And I think Pedri, oh my days. How is he so good? Like, I don't get, how is he so good? Raphinha scoring, the only goal.
Bro, this guy is
good win by Barca. Yeah. Even though Yamal didn't really have a good game, I mean, he could have a bad game and still do something. But I think the most important
guys,
thing
wait.
for Barca was getting the victory.
Okay, guys, I have a question for you guys. Is Raphinha Barca's best player this season?
Yes, I think.
No,
Oh, really? No.
I'm gonna say Pedro.
Ooh,
Oh, good one.
okay. You know,
I
that's
think
not a
Raphinha-
bad shout.
I think
I
Raphinha.
know Pedro hasn't, played a lot. He has been injured. But they cool.
Okay.
When he plays, you could see the level goes very, very high for Barca. Like
I think
you could-
here's I see where Sebastian's coming from. I think for me the difference is I think Raphinha is Barca's most effective player. He's a player that's the most effective, and he's probably the most crucial in terms of stats.
Mhm.
But in terms of overall play, I don't think Raphinha is that amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
I think Pedro's more influential. Yeah, I agree.
Like,
Maybe
I
even
think Pedri
Yamal.
actually,
Maybe even Yamal.
yeah, like Pedri for me, like I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna actually agree with Sebastian. I think Pedri's Barca's best player. I think he's just because he gives you goals, gives you assists, gives you play in the midfield. He can link up so well, and his agility, his positioning, his IQ is also really good. And remember, guys, football isn't just about goals and assists. I hate this note trick. If you don't score, if you don't get an assist, you're terrible. You had an awful game.
No, I hate that. That's
No,
that merchants. Since when
AD,
did
can
wait? Yes, sir.
can Pedri get to the Xavi or Iniesta level if he continues like for 10 years?
Okay, let's not.
20
Let's.
years.
I don't want to make comparisons. Let's let him develop. Let him be the next Pedri. He doesn't have to be Xavi Iniesta.
That's my
Let him be his own.
Come on, that's
we don't have to compare. Yeah, so I just think for Pedri, man, his ceiling is really high, and I really love Pedri. He's one of my favorite players, and you guys know I put him as my channel banner. There's a reason why he's my banner. He's a player that's gone through a lot of injuries the last couple of seasons. His form is kind of dip. People have kind of disrespected him, and now I feel like this season he's having a really good turnaround. I think the season's been
as long as he stays healthy. He's one of the best in
Yeah. So Szczesny, man, credit to him. I thought he was amazing, and Pedri as well, Raphinha, and yeah, for Barca, man, as I said, defensively, we had a very good game. And it's also really interesting, guys. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, Barca's high line, it is a bit risky," and it is risky. But Barca defensively this year, guys, we've been generally good compared to last year. Defensively, we haven't been that bad. It's just that we haven't taken our chances. And remember that winless run we had in November? It was just because we didn't take our chances. I think it was more so because of the chances that our defense. Our defense was relatively solid. So, but yeah, anyways, let's talk about Bayern Munich 3, Leverkusen 0, guys.
High over, I think. Do you think ties over?
I think for Xabi Alonso, man, I don't understand, man. Is he trying to be like Pep? Because it almost feels
but
like
what is this? He put two midfielders as strikers. I know this says 4-2-3-1, but I was watching the game on the side. I was also watching Liverpool and PSG, but I was watching this why is Wirtz playing as a striker? I was like, bro, are you and then you got wingers, the fullbacks is wing, bro. Are you Pep or what are you doing, bro? What is this? Come on.
And even Pep. Even Pep didn't go this extreme. I don't think Pep ever did this extreme. I don't. Maybe he did.
The keeper's awful. That was a horrible mistake.
Is the Timu Pep?
Yeah,
Timu Pep.
So I just think for Leverkusen, man. Wait, I want to get my thoughts. I'll get to you guys. For Leverkusen, man, I just feel like Xabi Alonso was trying to be way too cocky. You know what? I'm this manager, so amazing manager.
Oh yeah, no. You know why? I think Leverkusen as a whole were arrogant because before this game they went 6 games without losing to Bayern. So they were like, yeah, okay. Just because you won the league last season, just because you went unbeaten, and just because Bayern are not as good as they were, this is probably one of the weakest Bayern teams ever. This is still Bayern Munich. You're Bayern Leverkusen. Please be humble. Humble yourself a bit. This is Bayern Munich. Who are you? You can't just do this against Bayern Munich. I'm sorry. That's just being arrogant. Humble yourself.
Yeah, and I agree. And I feel like this Leverkusen, this arrogance. Remember, this also kind of cost them in my opinion.
Atlanta. Funnily enough, the same scoreline, by the way.
So I just think for Leverkusen, man, and for Xabi Alonso, man, you gotta stop overthinking, bro. Just play your lineup as
Happened against
simple as it can get.
Liverpool also this
Because
season. Remember, they lost 4-0 at Anfield.
yeah, because the thing for Leverkusen is that you have to establish continuity. If you keep doing new ideas consistently and doing every single game, the players aren't going to adjust. I'm not going to understand. Like, we're playing in different positions, and it's so confusing. And so you have to keep things rhythm by rhythm. You don't want to change or break the pattern and just start a new thing again, because that's what you're doing. And for Bayern, as I said, man, they had the perfect start. Harry Kane scored the header there, a brilliant header there. And Bayern looked really up for it in this game, man. They really looked up for it this game.
Unlike the Celtic game, because this game, they looked really, really motivated, I think. Yeah.
Like, Bayern looked really good. And in the second half, man, I think when Musiala scored, you knew the time was done. You knew the time was done. At the top, and then obviously Wirtz, and then obviously Mukiele gets a second yellow. And then Top Soma makes a stupid foul there. And Kane scores a penalty. And I just think Leverkusen, man, they just imploded. I think the lack of experience kind of got to them. And I think that, the young.
This is why I predicted Bayern to beat Leverkusen despite everything, because it's Champions League. And I just thought, I don't know, like, I don't even rate Vincent Kompany as a coach like that. I don't even think this Bayern. I still maintain what I said about Bayern, but like, this is still Bayern Munich. Like, you gotta relax a bit. I don't know. Xabi Alonso for me. Maybe I'm getting too much into this, but is his head already in Madrid? I wonder. Like, is his head already in Madrid? I don't know. I'm not trying to say that, but like, it's just, you can't experiment like this. Like, you gotta keep it simple. Like, why are you just trying to switch around? Like, bro, you're not Pep. Like, you can't just keep switching around tactics like this in the lineups. Like, no, you gotta just keep it like simple. And it's like, I don't know. It's just, I personally think that this is poor. Honestly, like, you gotta keep it simple. I just think it didn't work out. And yeah. And by the way, Musiala, we'll talk about Musiala Wirtz debate. Remember, like in VC, we're gonna talk about it. I think I said Musiala is more naturally gifted than Wirtz, and I think I stand by that. I do know that Wirtz probably has better numbers, but again, for me, it's not just about numbers. It's about, like, as a footballer. And I think, and there was actually a video. I don't know if you saw a clip, but there was like a video of Musiala making some crazy touch with his like back of his foot, and which obviously then Palhinha misses a chance they probably should be scoring. But yeah, like, I think Musiala is better personally as a player overall. If you think Wirtz is better, I mean, I can hear it, but I don't know. I just think that Musiala is pretty good. And I think overall, though, I mean, Upamecano, honestly, this guy got memed so hard for so long. I actually think he's not that bad of a CB. I just think that as a center back, I just think he has some mistakes in him, but again, like, play well. Hopefully Neuer recovers up. They played some kid in the goal, but like, yeah, I just think overall as a whole, Kimmich had a good game also. Yeah, I mean, I think Bayern Munich showed.
Yeah, Kimmich was great.
And yeah, and I think for me this tie is done. I think I hope this doesn't come back to haunt me, but I think the quarterfinals it's gonna be Bayern Munich against Inter. I think.
Whoa, that'll be interesting for your club, man. Interesting for your club.
We played each other actually before. We have actually. I mean, I have history as I've seen Inter knock Bayern out twice, but last time we played, they actually beat us twice in the group stage. So, but I think for me, that quarterfinals I think is set. I just don't see Leverkusen or Feyenoord making comebacks.
Okay. Sebastian, man. Actually, you know what? I want to get to Patrick first. Patrick, man, what's your thoughts, man? Of your Bundesliga clash?
Well, for me personally, Bayern Munich were just very dominant at home. Like Kane and Musiala scoring each other and ending up 3-0. It's such a very, very good sign for Bayern Munich and for Leverkusen. They were outpoured, and they were poor defensively. And you can see Goretzka and Kimmich, they did so good. And Kim not having a good time despite that win. And Alphonso Davies, Upamecano, and the rest of the Bayern Munich players look very good. And Manuel Neuer especially, he's been doing good, keeping Leverkusen scoreless. And Bayern Munich is a very good team, to be honest. Eventually, if you can see Bayern Munich winning, well, it might be a problem. But if Leverkusen somehow get to back, we have a tie. And if Leverkusen scores a third goal in the second leg, then it will be a tie at 3-3. Well, imagine if Leverkusen comes back from 3-0 down, because, well, in my opinion, Leverkusen might have an opportunity to come back, but I don't think it's going to happen. But Leverkusen, Jonathan Tah and Granit Xhaka and Palacios, Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, and Kovar and Hermoso. Yeah, I think Leverkusen are just poor defending and all that. And Leverkusen did so well and in offense, but unfortunately they failed to score. But Bayern Munich, man, like they have to show up in the second leg against the Leverkusen, even though they have a 3-0 lead on aggregate. So you're gonna go to Leverkusen next week and hopefully find something against Leverkusen in the box. So yeah, it'll be interesting in the second leg next week in Leverkusen. So yeah,
this tie is done. It's over. This tie is done over. By Munich is pro. Probably gonna be Inter against Bayern. That's gonna be a fun game. Zero chance Leverkusen turn this around. By the way, zero. I give them zero chance.
Wow.
And Wirtz is still better than Musiala. I don't care.
I'm not saying that's a bad shot. I'm just saying I personally prefer watching Musiala than Wirtz. If you think Wirtz is better, that's I'm not saying that's a bad take.
Yeah. Well, I think it's close. They're both quality players. They're both quality players. I don't want to entertain the argument who's better, but you guys can.
I do think Wirtz was poor today, though. But
Leverkusen were great, so we can't really fault them for that. But Bayern Munich, man, congratulations! They're the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and for Vincent Kompany, man, I think it's maybe the first big game that Bayern actually won this season. Big games.
And actually looked comfortable winning as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, it was actually pretty comfortable.
But I think Leverkusen's problem, and I think this happened last season, and I think it's been happening this season, I think they're a bit too arrogant. That's my issue with them. I think they just need to, kind of, I know they beat us, but again, we had a rotated team and other things, but it's league phase anyway. I think that Leverkusen as a whole, they're a good team. Do not get me wrong. They're a good team. I'm pretty sure they're a fun team to watch. But you can't just rotate. You can't just experiment like this in a Champions League knockout game. Unless you have injuries, then sure. But if you don't have injuries, then there's no point. Go be yourselves, basically. Go be yourselves. Just play it simple and try to get it. Because if Leverkusen got a draw this game, then it would have been better. But I don't see them. Even if it was 1-0 defeat, maybe you can come back. I don't know if you can make it from 2-0, especially not 3-0. I think this ties over, personally.
Yeah, and it just baffles me. Why did Radecki not start? Why did Kovar start? Why did Schick not start? At Boniface, these kind of players. It just baffles me.
Yeah.
It's just a bit odd, but yeah, Xabi Alonso, man, you gotta start overthinking, man. Let's read some comments, and then we're gonna get to the final game. See if Van Persie's coach is too funny. Oh yeah, he's the Feyenoord coach.
Yeah.
Feyenoord come back. Remember this? No, it's not gonna happen. Gotta go now. At least I'm part of the stream. I'm sure of it. If not for that pen, it would have ended 0-0. Well, we don't know that for certain, Pookie.
Mm-hmm.
My French at the room actually shows up. Okay, don't worry. I was just saying AD. To be honest, I'm sure of it. Okay, gotta go, guys. Peace. All right, see you. I'll watch the rest later. Poi says, "Yo, didn't vote, but yes, well said. We all expected more from Leverkusen."
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, tie over. Musiala better. Musiala more fun.
That's what I'm saying as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and now for the final game, guys. And also, Harry Kane showed up at big game. Harry Kane showed up with a brace. Kane's not really been that great at big games, so he finally showed up.
Yeah.
Now for the final game, and I think it's the fitting game we did last. A fitting game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
guys, I've told you guys. I've told you guys before. I'm going to say this again, guys. With PSG, I think they're a good team, guys, but they're not this good. And I think today was the reason why I said this. And because the PSG are as good as we made them out to be. You can't lose the first leg at home. And I understand that a lot of chances. Liverpool, Alisson was amazing today. And I understand that PSG fans will feel like they got robbed in this game. And to be fair, I can kind of understand the frustration because, in my opinion, Konate should have got a red card. That should have been a red. I don't know how that wasn't a red. That's what should have been a red.
It's Liverpool for a reason.
If you're like, I'm sorry, what Kubarsi did to Pavidalise is pretty much the same that Konate did.
Yeah, they should have got. And I think
identically.
Yeah, I agree. I think Konate overall played well, but like he should have been sent off. I personally don't. I disagree with the referee there. Kubarsi's red card was a red, but if that's a red, I think obviously it's different games at the same time. Like I think Konate should have been sent off, and maybe would have been honestly, but you would have found that. I actually, you know what? I've actually critiqued PSG a lot. I'm actually not gonna critique PSG in terms of like the performance because I actually enjoyed watching them. Honestly, I think they were first half especially. I think they were very well. I think second half, I think Liverpool kind of like were able to be kind of contain them. Kvara had a very very good game.
Remember, guys, he scored a goal and it got disallowed. I think.
Yeah, but what a game again! And he was playing on the right wing, and it's like, I'm sorry, bro. Robertson is washed, man. Leave the football before the football leaves you, bro. He's washed.
Yeah, Robertson has to go.
Trent actually did well defensively in the second half. I know there's people this narrative that Trent is a bad defender and all. I get that. And look, I don't think he's a solid defender, but he actually did well defensively in the second half. So if you're gonna criticize Trent for that, also praise him. Like Virgil van Dijk was great. Alisson. You know what's funny? Do y'all remember 2022 UCL final where Courtois was mad against Liverpool? That was Alisson today.
Yes.
That was the exact game, I think. That's the funny thing. Except this time it was Liverpool actually benefited from it.
So it was like the opposite.
Yeah, also Salah was awful today, I think. Nuno Mendes, I think, pocketed him. Nuno was good. What's funny? I actually think Darwin Núñez actually made impact, I think he did better than Jota. Like, Darwin Núñez actually made impact. This is what I'm saying. Like, if only this guy could finish, because I think when he comes on, he causes that chaos. He brings a bit more of a presence, and I think that's what Liverpool were missing. I wonder if he started the whole game, how would have been. Like, and obviously, like, Curtis Jones came on. Wataru Endo also, was able to, Harvey Elliott obviously scored, Wataru Endo came on and Curtis Jones came on. But like the substitutions again for Slot, I think Slot made right substitutions. Taking off Salah, like
that was a good call.
He took off Salah and Harvey Elliott comes on and scores immediately. But I must say though, Donnarumma, my guy, you gotta save that, bro. You gotta touch on it? Like, it gets a goal, but like I don't know, Donnarumma I think probably should be saving that. Donnarumma I think. But this is what I was saying about Donnarumma in these big European matches. He just doesn't have it in him. Like, he doesn't got the minerals.
He got his hand to it, and you still couldn't save it.
Yeah, bro, like...
Yeah, and Milan and France are probably like, we're glad this guy's out.
Yeah, I think... And I actually just read quotes from Enrique saying, like, they can come back at Anfield and that, they were the better team and all. But I always say this to people, though. At the end of the day, the most important stat in football is the scoreline. What's the scoreline? 1-0 Liverpool. Whatever you might say. Look, I think this is Liverpool's worst game of the season, performance-wise. But at the same time, they won. So, like, and it's an away win against PSG. So, like, at the end of the day, like, I think we're going to see a different Liverpool at Anfield, by the way. I think we're going to see a different performance from Liverpool at Anfield. I personally don't know if PSG can come back at Anfield. Because Anfield is, I think, different. So,
okay, guys, I
want to give credits to Szoboszlai also. He played well, I think. Szoboszlai. People tried gaslighting me into thinking this guy's a flop. I rate him, actually. I think he's a good player. And, I think on a spot, go to Salah. Look, obviously, tactically, maybe not exactly how. Maybe it was a very ugly win. But a win is a win. And I think Liverpool will definitely be happy. And,
Okay, I want to ask you this question. So, actually, I want to ask this question to my PSG enthusiast. I guess is the right way to put it. Do PSG score if they had a true striker, or it was just off day?
You put Isak on that pitch and he scores 2 goals.
Maybe, probably.
Maybe.
But the thing is, Alisson had such a crazy game, though. He was
but it's Isak, though.
Well, yeah, true.
You can't stop
8 shots.
You can't stop the best player in the world.
Okay.
Bella, 8 shots.
This should have been a PSG easy win.
This should have
I
been a
mean,
PSG win. I agree, but
Konat should have been a red. Like
Yeah.
it's not PSG didn't.
But here's my thing. I'll say though, I think this proves that Liverpool, they are there for the taking. It's just now you got to actually convert the chances. But if
This is
Alves
just
having this kind of
easy.
a game, I feel bad for PSG.
And this Anfield shit was crazy. Like this Anfield, like no, stop. Forest beat.
Respect Anfield.
Forest beat Liverpool. Forest beat Liverpool at Anfield. PSG can also do that then.
Man, to be fair, Atleti also did it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's possible, but I think it's going to be very.
Remember the last time Liverpool walked with the league. They lost to Atletico in the second leg.
Yeah, but Atleti also won the first leg, though. That's another thing, though. But yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
also,
I'm talking about the second. I'm talking about the second.
Yeah, true. It's possible.
But Sebastian, you also have to, but Sebastian, you have to keep in mind. Do you really expect Donnarumma to keep a clean sheet at Anfield? Do you really expect him to?
No, that's why they need to start Safonov. If Safonov is in goal, I don't think he'll concede. Because I think Safonov is better than Donnarumma.
But do you really think Enrique is going to bench Donnarumma, though?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Because he's...
Again, I think PSG actually played very well.
Because he's a square-headed...
That's the thing.
Because Luis Enrique's head, it's like a... It's like... It's like the PS controller, that button where you... with the cross.
What?
Like it's a cross. Like his head is like a cross. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. Come on. That's a bit harsh. But guys, for PSG, as I said, man, this is why they needed a striker. And I think they're going to regret. They needed a striker. And this was that type of game where you need a striker. Because I know strikers.
PSG is going all out for Isak, by the way.
I can see that. I actually think that would fit. I think Isak would actually.
Like that. PSG is legit gonna do that. So.
Wait, guys. Let me finish. Because, guys, I know strikers are down bad, but I'm taking a striker over false nine. And I told you guys before, only a few teams can do the false nine kind of thing.
I agree.
That's Pep Guardiola and peak Spain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Spalletti under Roma under Spalletti was also able to make it work. But besides that, nobody. I don't see like. Most coaches. Technically, I guess last season, although Jude Bellingham wasn't really a false.
I still think because this was my UCL final prediction, so Liverpool has won the UCL. No, but okay. I still think.
Okay, guys, let me finish. Okay, guys, let me finish. What I'm saying here is that strikers are really important. They're so used special.
I think that also applies to Liverpool as well. Imagine if they had a true striker. Like that's all. Like Jota's not that. Like Jota's not a true number 9, right? Like
that's the thing. That's the thing, guys. Because for me, a striker's really important, guys. It is very valuable. Don't disrespect strikers. I know strikers nowadays aren't as good as before. Like we don't have players like R9. We don't have players like Henry.
We have Richarlison.
But striker, you know why I think strikers are good? It's because striker brings that presence. There is that presence.
Yes.
Honestly. You might say that I'm crazy for this. Was Darwin Núñez influential today?
Yeah, actually.
I think he was.
Yeah, he was.
He caused chaos. Yeah. This is what I was saying. Like he caused way more than Jota. Because he's a striker.
That's why he's called Darbibi for a reason.
Yeah, I get Darwin.
See, the thing with Darwin,
like that's the thing, right? Yeah. Like, he was
the problem with Darwin Núñez. He's just not good for finishing. But in terms of speed, in terms of passing,
he's always like a threat. I actually think
he's the Uruguayan Paulo Guerrero
over Jota in the second leg. I know that's a hot take. I think
Jota is the Portuguese Paulo Guerrero. Like he's not fast. He can hold the ball. And yeah, he can score goals.
I think they should start Núñez in the second leg. I know it might be a hot take, but I think they should. Personally.
Yeah, honestly.
Max.
Yeah, I mean and so I just think for Liverpool, as I said, man, it wasn't the best performance, but as we said earlier, man, it doesn't matter how you do. It's just about win, and this is about get it done, moments, and this is like with Real Madrid. Like Real Madrid's a team that does the moments the best of any team. There's a reason why they won the most Champions Leagues,
Right.
And so I just think for Liverpool, as I said, a win is a win, At Liverpool at Anfield, are very strong. So I expect to see a much better Liverpool at Anfield. So I don't think they'll play this kind of way as they did.
I feel bad for PSG because I actually think, you know where I said about PSG in big games? I actually think they played very well. They probably deserve to win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there is no deserve. At the end of the day, it's about who scores. And they didn't. And that's football.
Yeah, this might be PSG's best big game I've seen under Enrique, which is crazy to say.
I agree.
Like, I haven't seen them play this. Like, I haven't seen them play this well against a quality team. Because I'm sorry, with all due respect, Stade Brest is not a quality team.
Manchester City season are washed. Like, with all due respect.
Yeah. So like, this is a really good performance, but I think for PSG, they improved at the wrong time. I think because here's the thing. They had a really good January month, but before that, they weren't very bold, and that's what they got. Like, if you don't do well for the entire thing, you're gonna get punished, and you got to punish with the league leaders. I think if PSG were as good as people made them out to be, they shouldn't be in the knockout playoffs. They should be at top 8.
I agree,
or at least the upper end of top 8.
And now I know someone's gonna say Madrid. Well, Madrid were in the but like Real Madrid, I think in the Champions League, their presence always there in Champions League. But like PSG for me, it's just again, as I said, this is like for Liverpool as well. I think if both teams could definitely benefit from a striker, both PSG and Liverpool. I'm gonna be real though.
Yeah.
I think. Look, can PSG score at Anfield? Yes, but can PSG keep a clean sheet at Anfield? I don't think so.
No,
I think it's just
but
I think Liverpool will definitely be way more. You know what the thing with Liverpool was in this game? They had ideas to counterattack, but they couldn't execute them. That's the issue with Liverpool.
Yes.
Especially as like the second half. That's the thing. And then it happens one, it works. Like PSG for me, you have the Dembele, you have Kvaratskhelia, you have Barcola, you have all these guys, but you need a focal point. And same with Liverpool as well. Salah, I think would benefit as well from like a good striker. He would be able to score more, be more productive, and some goals, the goal scoring would I feel like Salah is like Liverpool completely depend on Salah for goals. I feel like they could definitely use a striker that kind of balances it out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the second leg. But I don't think PSG got it in them to make a comeback happen at Anfield, personally.
Yeah, I just think for PSG, as I said, man, I think next season, if they get a true striker, they can be a really good team. I think next season we should keep out for them. But until then, they need a striker. Because I'm sorry, you're not going to win the Champions League without a striker. You're just not.
Yeah. But that's the thing with Liverpool as well. I know we're saying Liverpool can win the UCL. I just think that Liverpool as a team are better than PSG. That's how I know today was different. But again, like over 2 legs, I think Liverpool have been good for a whole season. PSG just started being good. You know what I'm like? That's the thing. Liverpool for me, but I still think Liverpool definitely need to have a number 9 they can rely on week in.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. I know we're looking a bit far ahead, but I'll just speak of this briefly. If Liverpool really wants to win this Champions League, we need to see more than Salah just turn up because we know Salah's a beast. Well, we got to see the other players.
Or if Salah gets shut down like this, obviously now today, PSG couldn't score. But what if this exact performance happens against like a Real Madrid? What if it happens against Bayern Munich? What if it even happens against Inter or Barcelona? I don't know if those teams would. I mean, Inter misses big chances in UCL, so maybe us, yeah. But like I'm talking about Barcelona or Real Madrid. If Liverpool play like this against those, are we sure that those teams are not going to take those chances? I don't know. I think they would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like I said, man, that is the round of 16 for you guys. So remember, guys, the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals are gonna. We have the bracket right here, guys. So you can see the quarterfinals. You can get a PSG. I guess we could just look a little bit far ahead and real quickly. I guess we could wrap it up. PSG versus Villa Liverpool versus Villa Premier League match. Then maybe we could get Arsenal Real Madrid. Okay, that'll be interesting. We could get it maybe all Premier League match, the semifinals. Barcelona Lille.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe Bayern Munich Inter. Remember, guys, the final is gonna take place at the Allianz Arena. So keep
Bayern Munich definitely have to be motivated, but we have to see though. That's gonna be a big one. Which out of these semifinals, quarterfinals, which one intrigues you the most? Like, possible. I mean, obviously for me, I'm biased, but even I feel like from neutral perspective, I think people would say Bayern Inter is a pretty big one. And I guess Madrid Arsenal as well, I suppose. Like, yeah, but besides that, but like I think, yeah, will be some fun though. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Madrid, Arsenal, and Bayern Inter are the tricky ones. But like I said, man, this Champions League, anything can happen. So, like I said, I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. We made it 2 hours, so we talked about 8 matches. So we'll spend a good amount of time. We went a little bit over, but that's fine. Let's read some final comments here, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, tie over Musiala better. Musiala more fun to watch. Even as a Barca fan, Dembele was insane today. Yeah, Dembele. Actually, who would you say was PSG's best player?
I think Quara was pretty up. I think it was Quara or I would say Nuno Mendes. I think one of those two.
GG, Carrasco's Alvarez. But Alisson masterclass man of the match, bro. Yeah, Alisson was amazing.
Yeah.
I remember the last time these two teams played was in 2018. Do you remember?
They traded games.
Yeah, Liverpool won at Anfield with the last minute winner. PSG won at Paris.
But now Liverpool won in Paris, so we have to see. Yeah.
Yeah, Club Brugge obviously happened in the league phase. Real Madrid, Atletico, that happened in the Champions League 2017, I believe. PSV Arsenal happened last season in the Champions League.
And the season before in Europa League.
Benfica Barca. Yeah, Benfica Barca happened last season. This season league phase, and then a few years ago in the Champions League group stage. The Dortmund Lille, they've never played against each other.
Yeah,
I don't think they ever played. Bayern Munich, Bayern Leverkusen obviously played it. Yeah, I don't know if it's ever happened as a Champions League game. I don't think it has.
No,
do some research. Okay. Yeah, so Bayern Munich, they finally end their winless streak against Leverkusen. The same with Real Madrid. They end their winless streak against Atletico Madrid in the league. Well, actually, I guess Real Madrid have beaten them Super Cup. Yeah. But they haven't beaten them in the league. So the Feyenoord entry, that never happened before, I believe, the Champions League, right?
The thing is, I'm pretty sure there was like the no. I don't think so. I don't recall unless it was it happened in Europa League, but I'm talking about Champions League. We don't count Europa League. So no.
Yeah. You guys forgot Ted also could play execute false nine. Bro, my point I'm trying to make here is that only a few teams can play false nine. Okay, peak Spain at Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Like those, maybe the Roma thing as Dude will say, but the point I'm trying to make here is that most teams can't do false nine.
The thing is, that Roma thing with Spalletti, I mean, he got a backlash because that meant Totti had to be moved on, and
See, the thing is, there's only a few teams that can do it, a few coaches, and a few players that can do it, because you have to be exceptionally technical to play a false nine.
I still personally prefer having an actual number 9.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Very difficult. So, anyways, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. We're going to have our Europa League stream tomorrow, guys. And then obviously we're back here again next Wednesday for the Champions League second leg. Depending how the games go, because obviously we had no extra. We obviously all the games ended with the 90 minutes. Next week, though, we may get some extra time. So we're going to, if any game goes to extra time, we're going to wait for the extra time to finish. We're not going to do a game during the extra time. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
We're going to do a stream during the extra time. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. How many likes we're on for today's stream? Let me just double check. We're at 11 likes. 11 likes is pretty good. All right, see you guys.